It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3. And for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Lillard misses.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
The feed to Doncic. Nurkic with the steal. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Nurkic.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Now Doncic. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor. You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now here is Hardaway. Passes it to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway with it. Lillard picks him up. Good on the shot.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll, and Hardaway doing work right there.
Lillard, bounce pass. McCollum kicks to Lillard. McCollum against Hardaway. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. From 20 feet out. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Lillard outside. And there's the pass to Jones. And here's Nurkic, guarded by Marjanovic. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now here's Porzingis. Marjanovic kicks to Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McCollum left side. Kicks it out to Jones. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Nurkic. It's good on the putback.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Giles. Anthony's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for McCollum.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Brunson, good.
and a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Here's Simons. Richardson covering. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Zach Collins. And it's Powell in for Damian Lillard. And here's Brunson. He dishes it to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Simons. Down low. Takes it out to Covington. His three-pointers off the mark. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
They've got Powell. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Melli in at power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And so here's Portland. McCollum dishes to Anthony. McCollum with the ball, and it's Richardson picking him up. Back to Anthony. Collins passes to Anthony. Powell against Cantor. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Cantor's got his first bucket of the night.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Shot clock reset for Dallas. Portland leading. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. McCollum outside. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Over Richardson. And the shot is long.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And that one's good. Doncic.
Well, Doncic, terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Powell finds Cantor, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Now here's Brunson, guarded closely. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Simons surveying the D. Here's Powell. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Now here's Brunson. Outside, Redick. From the wing. And Cantor pulls it down. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. Doncic with the steal. Marjanovic finds Hardaway. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Dallas again missing.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Pass to Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. The dish to Lillard. Feeds it to Nurkic. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 4 points at the basket from Hardaway. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it to Powell. Portland needs to get off a shot. Nurkic the pass to Giles. Outside Hardaway. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now just a 2-point Portland lead.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Nurkic finds Lillard. Here's Giles. Porzingis with the rebound. Hardaway against Powell. Doncic with it. Shoots over Lillard. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the center position.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Back to Marjanovic. Hardaway against Lillard. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 6 points. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Yes, that goes in. He's got 10.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Mavericks trail it. Now Doncic, 8 points for him. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Hands it from downtown.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Doncic against Lillard. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Powell finds Kanter, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Brunson scanning the floor. Dishes to Reddick from downtown. The pass to Brunson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 1 now for the Mavs.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
It's Powell on the wing. Passes it to Simons. Stolen by Brunson. Pass break, Dallas. Reddick's got the ball. Dallas moving it around. Look, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Cantor. That shot missing. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Brunson against McCollum. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Cauley-Stein finds Reddick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. He gets it in there. Cauley-Stein's got 4 this quarter.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
McCollum outside. Steps back and fires. Keeps it alive and staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got his first points of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. Reddick for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Reddick's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The focus, the precision. Once Reddick gets any airspace to shoot the deep ball, he seizes on the opportunity.
McCollum outside. Pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Melli in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Cantor. It's stolen. Melli passes to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
McCollum outside. Over Doncic. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
To the left wing. Porzingis against Cantor. Porzingis passes to Melli. Back to Porzingis. 4 on the clock. 20 feet out. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Porzingis with the steal. On up the court. Here's Melly. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Melly's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs. And here's McCollum looking for Anthony and gets it there. Little dishes to Covington. McCollum right side, 13 feet away. That one doesn't go. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
To the inside. Slammed home, and he draws. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
On the wing, Doncic, defended by Jones. Trailblazers trail by 6. Down low, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Richardson outside. To the middle. Here's Doncic. Second shot opportunity inside. Nurkic with the block. Now here's McCollum. He's covered closely. He gets that one. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Doncic outside. Releases from 15, and the jumper is good. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Richardson against Lillard. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Doncic. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Back to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Takes a 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And Portland with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer, Lillard. The offensive rebound. And they go to the intentional foul. Melly is checked in for Dallas. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by Lillard. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now, here's Doncic. 5 on the clock. Over Jones. Porzingis kicks to Marjanovic. Doncic outside. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. All right, David, thank you. J.B. Smith in at the 3. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Now here is Ibaka. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Any coach likes it when a guard gets in there and stays active on the glass. Hardaway Jr. did it that time.
Outside Leonard. Back to George. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Zubac. And Ibaka kicks to George. Clock at 4.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
The shot's good.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Beverly. Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Doncic finds Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. Passes to Hardaway. Second chance shot. Out to Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. Great tee that time from Leonard. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. Count that one.
Oh, no. Just don't let him get his feet set. Leonard has become a deadeye on the catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Doncic looking it over. To the paint. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Los Angeles shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Now here's Richardson. Now the pass to Powell. Back to Richardson. Right wing. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Los Angeles making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. .144 left in the first quarter. Jackson against Brunson. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Here's Cousins. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Out to the wing. Brunson scanning the floor. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Cousins dishes to Batum. Jackson against Brunson. Fires from the line. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Paulie Stein finds Powell. Dallas moving it around. It's Richardson on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Good on the bucket.
Well, he's allowed to get in there, and once he does, he's aggressive enough to play through contact.
Clippers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Jackson. Over to the wing. Over Brunson. No good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks lead by 4. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback stuff.
Old school basketball, to be honest.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Luka Doncic. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Melly in at the 4-man position. Richardson up and in from the low block. Richardson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Kennard for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Richardson attacking. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
One part about Josh Richardson's game is the speed factor. Turns on the jets when he's taking it to the rack.
Pass to Morris. The shot from the low post is good. Morris has got his first 2 points of the night. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. Back to Ibaka. Pass to Leonard. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Nice D from Porzingis. Mavericks leading by 10. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Beverly finds Zubac. It's George on the wing. From deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Marjanovic, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And George kicks to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. Here's Doncic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Stolen by Beverly. Out on his own on the break. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
Melly is checked in for the Mavericks. Now here's Rondo. Passes it to Mann. Ibaka right side. Shot clock at 5. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Doncic against Leonard. And Doncic, here we go.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. 7-point differential. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Leonard with the ball. He has 5. Outside for Rondo. Doncic with the steal. And so it's Dallas heading to the... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Richardson against George. Morris looking over the floor. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Redick. Hardaway comes in for Richardson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And then for Los Angeles, Baca comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Kawhi Leonard comes in for Morris.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
The pass to Zubac. Kicks it to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Doncic outside. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And now we've got the intentional foul. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Doncic against George. Right side, Leonard. George against Doncic. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Count it.
That's all about balance there. You focus on the rim no matter what's happening around you, and Patrick Beverley knocks one down.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Doncic outside. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And then for the Clippers. Man's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. And stolen by Richardson. To the middle, Kennard, the pass to man. Back to Kennard, over Richardson. It's tipped, and stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Redick. Over to the left wing. Now Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Basket counts. Brunson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Outside Leonard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Leonard's got 7.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverley is going to do his best to get you the ball.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. The rebound by Ibaka. Clippers trail by 11. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
1:05 left in the third. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. A 3 from Morris. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Brunson, good.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Jackson passes to Morris. Back to Jackson. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Morris. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Cousins heading to the hoop. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, Cousins determined to finish that time any which way he could, sprinting up the court whenever he's got a chance.
And here's Brunson. In the corner, Powell with it. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Dallas up 11. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And there's Porzingis. And it's Melli in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. 2 on the clock. Here's Mann. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Marjanovic checked in for Nicolo Melli. Doncic outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. Porzingis inside. He's guarded by Cousins. Porzingis can't hit. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. They trail by 11. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Kicks it out to Leonard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Doncic outside. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Porzingis. Launches it. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Out to Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. Over in the corner, Doncic. And that one's good, Marjanovic. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
George against Doncic. A nice shot by George. George has got his first 2 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. Here's Marjanovic. Inside, Porzingis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, you want Porzingis, especially with that kind of size, if you're the coaching staff, to go in and dominate on the glass. Do something on the interior. You're seeing that
now. Leonard inside. No good with the layup. Mavericks leading by 15. Doncic outside. Fires it up. And no good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Beverly. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Well, Beverly showing a bit of his speed right there. Out of the blocks. Hoping to get something on the drive on the inside.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Doncic outside. A 3 from Porzingis. He doesn't hit that one. Clippers trail by 13. And George, here we go. And he converts the layup. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic and gets through contact on that play.
Here's Marjanovic. Dallas, no good that time either. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. The deep 3 from George. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Yeah, Paul George, no problem pulling up well behind the three-point line to knock him down.
Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. From deep. Dallas, no good that time either. And here's Los Angeles. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And it's Beverly missing. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Porzingis finds Doncic. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Marjanovic. And nothing is falling for him right now. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. They didn't make it. All right, David, great job.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sport. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Jamal Murray. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Murray. Outside Porter. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And stolen by Murray. Passes it to Bull. Now here's Murray. Denver passing it around. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Murray's got the first points up on the board for the Nuggets. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here's Murray. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Murray left side. The wing jumper off target.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Here's Murray following the score by Dallas. Pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Porter. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now, here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. On the wing, Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up. Porter, no luck. The Mavericks leading. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. The putback. No good there. And the Nuggets going the other way. Jokic kicks the ball. On the wing, Porter. Corner shot. Porter can't get that one to fall.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Hardaway against Murray. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Denver also making some changes. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull. Austin Rivers comes in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
That one falls for Brunson. The Nuggets trail by 5.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Richardson. And the pass to Cauley Stein. 6 on the shot clock. And Reddick kicks to Brunson. Good work there as it goes. Brunson's got 5.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
McGee dishes to Gordon. McGee the pass to Gordon. Back to McGee. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Brunson with it. 5 points in the game. Pass to Richardson. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here is Morris. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Nine seconds left in the first quarter. 2 on the clock. And the layup is good.
Just another way, Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Richardson. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Luka Doncic out there with Dwight Powell. And it's Melli in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Doncic lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis comes in for Nicolo Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is subbed in for Richardson. Offensive rebound. Jokic passes to Bull. And a wide open look for Porter. Drills it from outside. Porter's got 5.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Doncic looking it over. Left side, Porzingis. To the inside, Jokic with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Bull. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
This is it to Marjanovic. Doncic outside. Pocket 6. And the dunk by Doncic.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Now here's Murray. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And Porzingis, here we go. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Wilbert.
How about Porzingis? Shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And finished off by Rivers.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein kicks to Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Gordon against Redick. Mavericks leading by 11.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Redick with the bucket.
Able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Morris. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Brunson scanning the floor. Kicks it to Redick. Richardson outside. Goes up the baseline. Misses off the left iron. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Trailing by 13. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Denver passing it around. Cauley Stein against Millsap. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And you got to respect the physicality of Millsap. He can energize his entire team with that level of activity.
And that one falls for Millsap. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Now Brunson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Dallas, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he makes both free throws. Here's Morris. Deep 2 from Murray. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Dallas. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 12. And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Man, I know he's 20.
And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bol in the power forward. And Murray, here we go. And the shot is good.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Here's Doncic. He's got 10. Down low, Jokic with the steal. And now the Nuggets, fast break. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Murray.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
Mavericks leading by 12. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Nelly is checked in for the Mavericks. Richardson comes in for Hardaway. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Richardson outside. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Richardson, good. And the Mavericks lead by 14. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Morris inside, guarded by Powell. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Here's Cauley-Stein, a second chance effort.
Cauley-Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He's perfect from the line this time. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Morris with the ball. And he drops it in from the low post. Morris has got 6 points. Dallas leading by 14. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. And here's Brunson. 7 points in the game. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Buries it from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Now here's Brunson. Left block shot on the way. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Morris outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. This is his second trip to the line in this one. First one falls for him. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Redick. Doncic draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. That free throw good from Doncic.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
Campazzo. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Porzingis. Millsap covering. And the dunk by Doncic.
Luka Doncic has superstar written all over him. He's cooking.
Campazzo. Brunson covering.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Nuggets trail by 15. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Mavericks. Richardson is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Rivers can't get it to go. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Richardson outside. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Drains the three-pointer. Murray's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nuggets.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Finney-Smith. There's the pass to Marjanovic. Just 5 to shoot. Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Jokic throws it down.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Outside Hardaway. Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
For 3, Murray. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Hardaway. Goes back up. Fires the 3. They get it back.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Rivers with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. And yes, it's good.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
And that's an intentional foul. Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Denver also making some changes. Bol, he's checked in for Green. And it's Michael Porter in for Rivers. They get the rebound.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Here's Murray. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Mavericks leading by 10. Pass to Finney-Smith. Lays it up and banks it in.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
The kick out to Barton. Murray against Doncic. Outside, Porzingis on the wing, Hardaway. Pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. Porzingis can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 12. Pass to Porter. Here's Jokic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. The baseline J off the mark. Murray outside. Inside, here's Jokic. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Marjanovic finds Doncic. A 3-ball, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Out to Porzingis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Nuggets on offense. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Gordon. Comes up empty down low. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. David, thank you. Dallas's starting lineup. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Giles is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Lillard, and the shot goes in. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Now Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now, here's Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Doncic, and good. He got the English that time as it falls.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Passes to Nurkic. He dishes it to Lillard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Jones against Doncic. All alone. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
There's the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Pass to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mavericks with the rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Pass to Jones. This one for 3. The shot by Powell, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. Got a piece of it. Lillard outside. Beyond the arc. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Here's Doncic. Marjanovic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Anthony's checked in for Harry Giles. Back to Lillard. Shot from the top of the key, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. And here's Richardson outside. Here's Powell. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Powell. And Lillard gets it to go.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And a deep 3 from Redick. Rebound by Anthony. Portland leading. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Passes it to Brunson. Dishes it to Cauley Stein.
Well, you love seeing Cauley Stein rise up and try to get the shot off as soon as he keeps the pass. He's trying to keep the D guessing at times so they don't know what he's going to do.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's all tied in Portland. And we'll be back shortly. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a pump.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
Well, looking at this quarter, they should be. Another quarter like this, and they'll be riding high at halftime.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got McCollum, Anthony out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the point guard. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Melly. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Doncic.
Remarkable concentration. It's hard trying to knock Collins off his game when he's looking to score.
Now here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the paint, here's Powell, and he banks in the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Simons. Shoots from the elbow. The putback.
And offensive rebounding is about commitment. There you see Collins showing plenty of it to grab the board.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Brunson, and the rejection by Collins. Cauley-Stein's shot is good. And here are the Trailblazers now. Here's Simons. To the inside with the shot. McCollum. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Stolen by Brunson. Fast break, Dallas. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Cauley-Stein. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Shot's good by Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishing.
And the pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Richardson. Knocks down the 10-footer. Richardson's got it all tied up now for the Mavs. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Powell. Back to Jones. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Offside Hardaway. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Powell kicks to Nurkic. Lillard up top. 6 points for him. It's a hand on it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here is Hardaway. No points in the game yet for him. And they take the lead. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
That's tipped. Back to Lillard. Up and in on the layup. Lillard's got 8 points.
Well, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic at powering through the D and nailing the shots.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Now here is Hardaway. Doncic feeling it out. 5 on the clock. And it's in there. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Lillard with it. Pass to Powell. That one goes. Count it.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
And that's it for the first half of action. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Marjanovic, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here's Powell. Misses in close.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And that one's good. Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Lillard. He's got 8. Pass to Jones. Hardaway with the steal. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Lillard outside. To the middle. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Fast break, Dallas. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Misses the 3.
That's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
Inside. Here's Giles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game, and he makes the first. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And Dallas also making a switch. Brunson's checked in. Now here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hardaway passes to Doncic. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's McCollum. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And McCollum uses his wily strength to sink these shots. Even when you rough him up, he finds a way to score.
For Portland, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Portland grabs the miss. McCollum left side. Anthony in the corner. Back to McCollum. Count that one.
And McCullough is fantastic at running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
Richardson outside. Pass to Brunson. Shoots the three. They grab their own miss.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip hitter.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Trailing by 2. Simons surveying the D. Out to Anthony. McCollum outside. Here's Cantor. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. Cantor's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Richardson right side. Off target on the 15-footer.
Oh, you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Norman Powell comes in for Collins. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Then for the Mavericks, Zinkis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Redick. And the basket by Lillard.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Brunson the pass to Richardson. Buries it down low.
Well, there's the toughness and grit of Richardson, absorbing a lot of contact and powering through it.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Doncic comes with a double team. Lillard outside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Stolen by Brunson. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Pass to Brunson. Back to Richardson. 1 second left. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's all tied in Portland. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Giles in at the 4 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now. And that's easier said than done.
Now here's Redick. Back to Brunson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick. Hardaway is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Now here's Powell. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Giles. 4 on the clock. Sinks that one from the post. Giles has got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Marjanovic with it. Pass to Finney-Smith. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. Over Lillard. Off the left rim and out.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Powell with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And the first one drops. And so Jones nails both of them. Mavericks trailed by 5. And here is Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Porzingis. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Powell. Passes to Cantor. Lillard outside. Fires from 14. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Love how assured Lillard is for his spot. He's a confident shooter. He likes pulling up from anywhere.
Doncic outside. Over Giles. No good off the back of the rim. Portland leading by 5. Lillard outside. Over Hardaway. And it's Lillard missing. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Back to Marjanovic. It's stolen by Jones. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. And Lillard kicks to Jones. 6 to shoot. Shot from 12. Cantor. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a 7-point Portland lead.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates missing.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Dallas again missing. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Lillard way outside. Trailblazers keep it alive. Launches a 3. The shot will not fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Doncic. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Lillard dishes the Powell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Powell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Doncic, no good. And Portland with the ball. Powell finds Lillard. Cantor in the corner. They get it back. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Jones. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. And Porzingis launches it from deep. Can't connect. And so it's Portland winning this one. Even. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony. Dallas's starting lineup. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Cousins in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Cousins. The three from Morris. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's George. Now Cousins. Shot clock at 6. George passes to Cousins. Back to George. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Here's Beverley following the score by Dallas. Outside, Batum feeds to Cousins. Lets it go from 11. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Here are the Mavericks now. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And here's George for 3. A rebound by Marjanovic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Beverley kicks to Batum. Marjanovic against George. Pass to Cousins. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And he gets it to go. Doncic has got 6 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And they go to the intentional foul.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Now here's Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. And here is Cauley Stein. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
A minute 50 left to play in the first. Redick finds Richardson.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Off target from three-point range. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
Thompson with it. Baseline jumper. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
1:09 left here in the opening quarter. Outside Leonard. And that one is good. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
He's a bona fide star. Kawhi Leonard with the workman-like approach.
Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Unloads from 9. And the bank shot is good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Kennard. Dishes it to Leonard. Pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. The pass to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. And Leonard gets it to go. 16 seconds left to play here in the first. Now Brunson. High arcing shot. No good at the rim. Got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Dallas going into the break with a 10-point lead. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic, Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Melli in at the 4. Mavericks making a switch here. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Porzingis comes in for Nicolo Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Richardson.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Beverly finds George. From deep. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 12. Doncic with it. George picks him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Beverly kicks to Zubats. He dishes it to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Zubats. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's George, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Dallas also making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Richardson in for Hardaway. And Doncic gets it to go.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Pulls up. Kennard's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 15. Here's Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Josh Richardson being aggressive. This is what his teammates want, and they can feed off that emotion and intensity.
Passes it to Ibaka. Leonard with the ball. Kleber defending. And here is Zubats. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Porzingis inside. Leonard's there, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Cousins to end the cold streak. That shot is off. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. Brunson with it. He kicks to Cauley-Stein. Pass to Melli. And there it is for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now the pass to Cousins. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
The sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard. Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Brunson kicks to Richardson. Over Morris. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And so it's the Dallas. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. Kenny, what's your... And...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Batum. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Batum. Banked in off the glass.
One of the best passes at the center position. Just another way Cousins affects scoring.
Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Doncic. He's got 8. On the wing, Hardaway. Doncic against George. Here's Marjanovic. Out to Porzingis.
Hey, yo, right here, baby.
Here's Finney-Smith. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Mavericks leading by 15. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Doncic to the right side. 5 on the clock. Marjanovic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside, George. Cousins trying to free himself up. Softly drops in the floater. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Pass to Hardaway. Whistle blows, and that's going to be a travel.
That's going to go back the other direction, but they played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Leonard, no luck.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. Stolen by Zubac. Pass to Leonard. The 15-footer. And again, no good by the Clippers. Mavericks leading by 15. The pass to Nelly. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And that'll be 2. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. A 3 from Leonard. Powell pulls it in. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Richardson outside. Clock at 6. Now Ibaka. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Outside Leonard. Outside Jackson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Dwight Powell. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. Can they get it? He lays it in. Doncic has got 10 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Doncic. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. .32 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Cauley-Stein against Cousins. Back to Beverly. In the corner, George with it. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Richardson with it, and he makes good on the layup. Richardson's got his second bucket. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks feeling good about their 17-point lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas, you've got Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Now, here's Marjanovic. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target with his 3. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Cousins. And it's Kawhi Leonard in for Patrick Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Leonard looking around. Back to Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. George against Doncic. Passes to Zubac. Tipped away. Pass to Marjanovic. To the wing right side. Here's Finney Smith. 6 to shoot. Now Doncic tips it up. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Leonard. And here's George. For the 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half. now has his second.
Doncic outside. Over George. Here's Marjanovic. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter. Leonard with the ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Now, here's Doncic. Up top, Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Stolen by George. Here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Because of George's strong defensive instincts, he's able to consistently disrupt opponents.
Doncic outside. And it's Marjanovic on top of the key. Back to Doncic. The 3 from Porzingis. They get it again. Finney Smith passes to Marjanovic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The 3 from Porzingis. George with the defensive effort.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
1:11 left in the game. Doncic passes to Marjanovic.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Mavericks.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
Now, Hardaway. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
The pass to George. Outside, Batum. Doncic with the steal. Right side, Leonard. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And the Mavericks with possession. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Here's Doncic. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2. Now, we'll look at Dallas' starting lineup. We've got Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, they've got Michael Porter. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bull in at the power forward position. Here's Murray. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game. And, Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. Well, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Here's Barton after Luka Doncic's bucket. Shot from 16. Jokic on the follow.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Barton against Doncic. And it's Denver with the rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign. And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it? Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Murray. Here's Jokic. Porter finds Murray. Barton wide open. He fires. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Marjanovic against Porter.
And that kind of defense ain't gonna get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Murray, good. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Doncic with it. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. And a beautiful finish by Doncic.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Outside, Porter. Knocked loose. And there's the pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Dallas.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
.151 left in the first quarter. Now here's Brunson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Now here's Gordon. McGee, the pass to Millsap. Morris kicks to Gordon. Clock at 6. Cauley Stein grabs the board. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the inside. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. A nice shot by Dozier.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
So it's the Mavericks now. Denver getting their last shot to go.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Richardson. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
I just think he was completely focused there of making his way through contact to score the ball.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Loads it up for Millsap. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You can't afford to give Paul Millsap that look. That shot is what defines his game.
Here's Doncic. He's got 6. It's good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Nuggets on top, leading by just 1. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about
selfless. I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Paul Millsap. Morris is out there with Green, and it's Rivers.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
Campazzo, Brunson covering, kept alive. Here's Millsap. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. The Mavericks leading. Richardson outside. Green with the rebound. The Nuggets shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
And here is Cauley Stein. Kicks it out to Richardson. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Rivers gets a wide open look. Here's Barton. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Cauley Stein. Here's Brunson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Brunson's got the lead up to 1 now for Dallas. Brunson against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Stolen by Rivers. He's all alone. Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brunson, good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver making a switch here. Bowles checked in. A nice shot by Rivers. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Monte Morris is checked in for Austin Rivers. Jokic draws the double. Oh, Morris in position. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% from the line a season ago.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 1. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Down low. Here's Jokic. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Doncic looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got the lead back up to 3 now for the Mavs.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Here's Porter, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Nuggets shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And Michael Porter Jr. being drafted was a bit of a high-risk, high-reward due to the fact that physically he needed to come a long way to be consistent in the NBA. We may be seeing signs that it's going to pay off with huge dividends.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, G. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back. For Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 14 points, and the Mavericks over the pass. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Hardaway. Richardson is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And he commits the intentional foul. Marjanovic checked in for Richardson. Now Murray. Over Doncic. Murray, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
And Murray, here we go. And that one, good. Murray's got 11 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here. And so he hits both. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Murray outside. From past the arc. The shot missing. Nice D from Doncic. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Murray against Doncic. Here's Jokic. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He's got 6.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Man, I didn't know he could get up like that.
Dallas leading by 8. Doncic with it. He's got 18. Pass to Porzingis. Passes it to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Doncic has got 20.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Murray dishes to Bull. Martin passes to Murray. Shoots over Doncic. Denver gets it back. That's in, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Bull.
And the touch Bull is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Outside, Porzingis. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 20. And Doncic throws it down.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Here's Murray. He's got 13.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
They get it back. Tries again. Marjanovic, no good. The Nuggets trail by 10. Pass to Barton. Here's the 3. Unable to get that one. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. And Doncic gets it to go.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Barton surveying the floor. Here's Murray. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Murray fearless on that drive right there. Not worried at all about the contact.
Barton against Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Here's Murray. Nice D from Doncic. Mavericks leading by 12. Outside Hardaway. Doncic outside. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action after... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Green. He's out there with Paul Millsap. Rivers out there with Monte Morris. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, Cauley Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
Campazzo. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Morris, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Goes back up, and it's finished off by Richardson as he lays it in. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Morris. The putback misses the follow-up. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And the pass to Melli. Brunson scanning the floor. And he lays it straight in.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Nuggets have gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Richardson outside. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The kick out to Porter. Denver passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Nicolo Melli. Hardaway is subbed in for Richardson. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Brunson. Outside, Porzingis. Takes the three. Here's Marjanovic. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And here is Murray. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Here's Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I not only like the attack, but I love the angle of attack from Jamal Murray that time.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Brunson. But they'll get another chance. Cauley-Stein finds Brunson. Lets it go with a three. Burke can't get it to go. Nuggets have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. And the basket by Gordon.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Shooting for Denver, Jamal Murray. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Now, there's a lot of potential left in the tank for Jamal Murray. He's able to play both guard spots, but it's that sweet jump shot that has his teammates and the coaching staff salivating about where his ceiling is.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. It's Richardson on the wing. From outside the arc, Denver grabs the miss. Bull the pass to Jokic. Wants to get it to Barton and does. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
Here's Burke. Dallas, no good that time either. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Here's Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up. That's good from Porter on the assist by Jokic.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
It's Richardson on the wing. Up top, Burke. Back to Richardson. Fires the three. Misses there. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily